What is it?
Who would do that?
I got one extra from Mexico.
Photos of photos? That would be you.
Yeah,
Spinning twice as much as you do. The last picture you took was your patient. Maybe you don't need to stand up. We got comics right here, right now.
I know some people wouldn't mind, but our cards are so changes needed. But the bigs use their size, one on space to rebound and play make it. Unless it's a junk, we're not taking them out of it. They're shooting high percentage. Good break. Start cutting out of our play calls.
Got bad news on that.
We'll do. And we'll talk about it players.
Yeah, they were out early today. How early?
And there are underlying cards.
Didn't they just catch?
Family and I do start about when they arrive. It's the lab.
Yes, they must be putting a lot into the game. We're willing to get these shots up next time. You should absolutely not. Not all. Not one.
As a means of getting better primarily, secondarily.
To get the defense out of position.
Yes. Players can resist trying to help, and when they do,
You too. My parents have their 40th celebration marriage.
The National Basketball Association and the Boston Celtics are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience.
Welcome, everyone, to the final matchup before the knockout round. Things are starting to get a little chippy. Everyone jostling for that NBA Cup. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And here we can check out the story for him.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. They've got MP. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Anthony Edwards.
You don't need a lighter.
Blackhawks in at the 4 slot. And for the Celtics, James is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Ellis in at the 5. You take a look at the Celtics. Well, not the start to the NBA Cup tournament they were looking for. Odds are against them, but we've seen crazy things happen in this league.
Well, they're 1-2 thus far. I don't think 500 will cut it. So it looks like their cup run is done no matter what the result tonight.
And then for Charlotte, a 3-0 record in the NBA Cup. Looking tonight to finish group play perfect.
And not an easy thing to do. They'll be tested on the road tonight, but so far it's been so good for them.
It seems we always keep circling back around to the topic of MP, and tonight is no different with the last game for him in the group stage of the NBA Cup. Of course, he's professed that he's taking his team all the way to win the Cup this season.
Hey, more power to him. I mean, he's got the swagger to make those statements, and I'd say he's delivering so far. You know, the most inspiring thing about MP's leadership is how it rubs off on the team. The whole organization is rooting for his growth as a leader and the sort of impact that can have on elevating his teammates as well. I think we're going to be in for a good one tonight.
Now here's Lopez, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
MP finds Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Here's MP, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
Well, MP knows these are high-value looks inside.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Driving in from deep. And that's good. Maxey for 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and coach's words were, Ant is so special. We have to guard him with the numbers. Back over to you, BA.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Edwards. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. To the inside. Out to James. Nice ball movement by Boston. It's stolen by MP. Inside. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. MP's got his second basket of the game.
And this is how locked in MP is. Not letting the bump affect him in the slightest.
Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, BA, he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Down low, deflects the pass. And he's all alone. The finish! And MP throws it down.
And give MP credit. Hustling in transition and gets rewarded for it.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Here's Lopez. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to James. Over MP. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Hunt. Again, Charlotte.
I just love the ball move.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. They trail by 6. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
On the wing, Tatum. He's scoreless. 6 to shoot. To stop the run. There's the block. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's MP. Driving to the basket. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 8. They set the screen to the middle. Here's Ellis. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Pass to Edwards. MP, a screen on Lopez. Here's Wilcox from the arc. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists tonight.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Tatum looking it over. Pass to Ellis. Now Lopez. Here's Morrison. No good from outside.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And it's Maxey missing.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Outside Tatum. Here's Morrison. Tatum inside. Still without a bucket. Right side Maxey. MP outside. Pass to Wilcox for 3. Boston pulls it in. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
Here's Morrison. 17 points in his last outing. Here's James. Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk!
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
That's big finish!
Oh, my goodness. MP tried to bring the house down.
Celtics trail by 9. James outside. And here's Lopez from the arc. And it's Hawkins with a rebound. Hawkins has got 5 rebounds in the game. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Edwards, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from deep. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. Do you appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal. It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
To the paint. Here's Morrison. MP with the block.
Textbook block by MP. He anticipated the shot and was right there at the rim to stop it.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Doncic is checked in for Boston. And a change for the Hornets. Brandon Miller's checked in for Edwards. Here's Doncic. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Now here's MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And Charlotte making a change here. Davis is checked in. Celtics trail by 7. Now Doncic, 17 points in his last outing. Powell finds Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And still trying to find their collective feel and get it going from deep.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
A nice shot by MP. Hawkins has got 12 points.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Here's Brewer. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Powell's shot is off. Miller, the pass to Maxey. Inside. Here's Wilcox. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Doncic against Miller. Here's Easton. And it's off from 3-point range. Hornets leading by 9. MP scanning the floor. Back to Maxey. Pass to Wilcox. Fires the 3. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Boston's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Doncic on the wing, guarded by Miller, with the fadeaway, and that one good.
Yeah, from a tough spot on the floor, Luka's shooting ability on display right there.
Hawkins, and again.
And now tied for the all-time scoring lead.
1 more point, and he stands alone. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Stolen by Miller. And it's the Hornets on the break. All right, let's check in with Allie. Oh, hammer at home.
Nice.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching. A perfect game plan.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Hornets.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Pass to Miller. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
From deep, here's Doncic. Great positioning on the putback.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Charlotte. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Longley. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Oh, it would have counted had he fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Hornets so far.
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
They've got Tari Eason, and it's Lopez in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Brewer. No points yet. That's good from Eason on the assist by Doncic.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
Miller outside. Pass to Longley. Back to Miller. Outside Davis. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. They host the Hawks after this one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Doncic outside. Nails the baby hook. Give him 8 points now.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
And it's good. 2 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Brewer, pass to Doncic. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Pass to Lopez. Jacks up a 3. And it's Doncic missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And that one's good. Hunt.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Substitution, MP, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Maxey.
And here's Eason. Clock at 4. Pass to Lopez. Misses a 3. And so MP will bring it up for Charlotte. It's a 14-point game. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out. And it's good! He hits another one.
And that did it. He's done it.
And the all-time scoring record is his alone. A historic moment for MP. Let's hear what he has to say about his experience.
Wow, I like to take a minute to thank Lebron and pay my respect to Kareem and all the other legends who came before me, because they laid down the path that I'm walking right now, and I would not be here without them. I want to make that clear. Thank you. Thank you. I also want to thank my friends, family for standing by my side all these years. And I need to send thanks to my teammates and coaches and all of you, the fans. I mean, you've all been a huge part in helping me reach this point. You know, no one accomplishes something like this alone. You have to surround yourself with people who have your best interests at heart. And I've been fortunate to find those people. And my heart is full right now. Just so full. Because this is better than I could have ever imagined. So, MP, thanks you.
Hey, some nice words from MP. He has reached the very pinnacle of this sport.
Surpassing names like LeBron and Kareem. It's every player's dream. But MP made it come true.
And the Celtics in possession here. They trail by 16. Pass to Lopez. Doncic outside. Fires in the triple. Doncic has got 5.
I like when Doncic goes right up with it, giving the defense no time to react.
Here's Hunt. And Stan, you coached a bunch of seasons in the league. What's an issue that you face that maybe the average fan doesn't know?
Well, look, I think the thing that fans really underrate about the game is how intelligent these guys are. So it's not really an issue that I face because I was lucky to have smart guys. But I think fans underestimate how much basketball intelligence factors in when you're talking about the best players in this game.
Count that one.
So graceful with the teardrop.
Hornets leading by 11. MP with it. He's got 16. Outside Davis. MP, a screen on Easton. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
The Hornets have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. The kick out to Edwards. 3-pointer. The triple hit for Ed. Edwards.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Boston making a switch here. And let's have a look at the current NBA scoring leaders. MP, number 1.
He's the guy every defense fears. Can't even slow him down right now.
To the middle. Here's Lopez. That one no good. Good D by MP.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Morrison's shot is good.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
On the wing, MP launches it. And no good. Celtics trail by 11. Pass to Lopez. Now Easton. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards against Doncic. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Easton with a steal. Doncic on the wing.
Hornets foul. Davis. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
James outside. Pass to Lopez. Boston no good that time either. Charlotte leading by 11. MP outside to the inside. And Davis slams it home.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And the Celtics shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Lopez against Edwards. Pass to Morrison. Some solid defense from Maxey. The Hornets have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
The Celtics shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Here's Lopez, guarded by Edwards. Here's Ellis. 3-pointer off the mark. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll be game 5 for them as they near the end of a 6-game trip.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Here's Morrison. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Shot clock at 6. Ellis, good. Ellis has got his third basket on the night right there.
Well, I don't know if he needed the fadeaway, but the points count all the same.
Down low. Tipped. Kicks it out to MP. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Ellis. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back over to you guys.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Lopez. They set a pick to the inside. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on MP. Doncic is checked in for Lopez. Boston shooting their first free throw of the night. How much tinkering do you think coaches are still doing at this point in the season, Stan?
Well, plenty, believe me. Even if you're undefeated, there's always room for improvement. And now is when you want to start to make those adjustments.
Here's Morrison. He's got 5. Ellis outside. From deep, here's Doncic. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
To the paint. Ellis's shot is off. Hornets leading by 16. Here's Hawkins.
Oh my goodness!
Look, that is some power.
Yeah. A courageous play by MP against the foul, too. He never gave up on his look.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Free throw good, MP.
Such a talented player. MP can take over a game, but he also knows how important it is to keep his teammates engaged.
Doncic right side. Tatum a screen on Miller. He tries for 3. Ellis's shot is off.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
MP drives in. Oh, MP throws it down.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Pass to Tatum. James, a screen on MP. Ellis outside. And here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now here's MP. 21 points in the game. And they pick up 2. MP's got 23.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. His last outing, he had 20. Doncic left side. Clock at 6. To end the run. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
I mean, what composure